So this is the Silver Pen. I'm Payton,
And I'm Luke.
and this is the first episode of the semester. And I just want to open it up, man. What is your favorite superhero movie you've ever watched?
Gosh, in entirety?
Yeah,
Oh,
little icebreaker, you know.
little icebreaker. Yeah, no, I like that. I have wrestled with this question quite a few times, but it always boils down to I have a top three, and it rotates among these top three.
Okay,
So it's Captain America: Winter Soldier,
fire.
2014, the spy
Fire.
thriller, just fantastic.
Just great.
Another 2014 banger, Guardians of the Galaxy,
Peak,
peak.
love it.
Chris Pratt's Star
comedy.
Wars, it's fantastic.
It's great.
And then the unofficial Avengers movie, Captain America: Civil War. Those are my top three
Also
that rotate
amazing.
through. Now, obviously, you could throw in The Dark Knight, but I feel like, everybody's favorite is The Dark Knight, so I try not to be like that.
Right,
But
right.
that one is a banger as well.
I think Civil War was my first PG-13 movie I was allowed to watch.
Yeah.
So
Captain America: Winter Soldier was the first ever Marvel movie I saw in theaters.
it's
Because I would have been like 9.
it's great.
It was fantastic. I remember seeing it in a theater down in Orlando because we were at the beach.
That's peak.
Yeah, and it was raining and we had nothing better to do. And I had been watching the Marvel cartoon on Disney
Yes.
XD.
Oh yeah.
And I was
yeah,
like,
of
yo,
course.
that's probably a good movie. We should just go see that.
Yeah.
And then I fell in love.
Dang right.
And that was it.
That was
And
like the
then
peak right there.
It was
of
literally
Marvel.
the peak.
Right there.
It was the peak. No other way to put it.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well,
Good icebreaker.
yeah.
You're
Well, I
good at
just
this.
wanted to segue in because I really want to focus on the idea of the superhero genre is changing.
It is
It's not
indeed.
how it was when Winter Soldier came out, and for good and for worse, I think. I
Yeah.
think there's some good things happening, and there's some bad things happening.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you could say that change is a good thing, but
Yeah.
change hurts, and that's
Sure.
part of the reason why we see so much in our entertainment today is it's so much nostalgia bait. I mean, you look at Toy Story 5 that just came out versus whatever the what was it, Hoppers or something like that. It was
Yeah.
it's fine, Hoppers
Right.
is good, it's new, it's original, and
Right.
that's what people are clamoring for. Yeah, we want original stories.
Right.
But then you throw out Toy Story 5 and it makes, $1 billion.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's good that we're changing, and I think we have to change because I don't think that the formula that Marvel implemented so early on, the one that DC just could not crack for the
No.
entirety of the 2010s, really.
Yeah.
I think that formula has changed because it doesn't work the way it used to.
Definitely. I
Mhm.
think there's this exhaustion with this repetitive style of superhero films where it's you got your protagonist, you got your antagonist. Protagonist is gonna win. That's what you're expecting, right?
Sure.
So it's very
Honestly, I think the
cookie
first
cutter.
time that was ever shaken up, and at least in my experience, was Avengers
Infinity
Infinity War.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, we're in sync, dude.
Dude, coming back, let's see. Let's do math. It's 2018.
Yeah.
So it's been about 13.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Coming back to middle school. I remember that 8th grade year coming back to
my
school,
goodness.
dead silent. It looked like half of it, it was like a national tragedy had happened.
Yeah. No,
People coming in.
exactly.
I remember going back. Oh my gosh. I remember being on Instagram watching Tom Holland Spider-Man edits because I thought my boy was gone. I remember being just depressed, dude. And that was the first time that they really shook up the formula. And I think
Yeah.
that's what worked so well. It was the first time you had seen that much of an ensemble come together.
The shock.
Yeah. I mean,
The
and
shock is crazy.
that was a culmination of 10 years at that point of just
Yes.
Easter eggs and everything like that. The problem is Marvel can't get away with that anymore.
Right.
Because, and this could probably be a segue into something else we're going to talk about, but they went for so much quantity instead of
Yes.
quality.
Yes.
It's like after Endgame, after that ended, they didn't know where to go. They
Right.
had Spider-Man Far From Home already in the pipeline. That was in 2019.
Yep.
Then naturally with COVID, obviously that changed the entire entertainment industry as a whole. for the time. Like
Definitely.
nobody was doing well during that time. That's fine. But then after that, it feels like Marvel just kept pumping out disconjointed everything.
Slop.
Yeah, I don't know. No. I'm not going to call it slop because, I mean,
Sorry.
there were some good ones in there. Like Shang-Chi, banger.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Black
true.
Widow, upon a rewatch, banger. Like, you know, there were some
Maybe
good
upon a
ones around there.
rewatch.
Yes, upon a rewatch. And it just felt like it's been so disconjointed. And I think that is what has hurt Marvel is that there was so much continuity and Easter eggs and everything was culminating to this big just with Endgame. And then after that, they were like, okay, what's the only thing bigger than like a worldwide event? It's a multiverse worldwide event.
Right.
And then they just, which
Exactly.
I think is what, and again, we can talk about this later, but I think that's what Doomsday is going to do. It's going to have to shrink it back down. Because when you get this big, you got to come back down.
Right. Yeah, well, I think that's really interesting because, at least for me, I am a big fan of like the thriller horror genre.
Yeah.
I'm big with that. And there's been a little bit of, I guess, dabbling in that area with the superhero genre lately. Big example, I know you don't like DC, but I made you watch the trailer. We got Clayface coming out in October, slated for that horror release window, and the official genre, like on IMDb, is horror, and I find that really interesting because it is a DC entity. Is that the word?
Yeah.
And yeah, I think this is
not only that,
first time.
It's an official DC Studios continuity. See, the last time was the lightning in the bottle that was the Joker movie.
Right.
With Joaquin Phoenix. That one caught everyone off guard because that was like it wasn't within whatever Zack Snyder was trying to build at the time. Like it was completely
its own
separate.
thing.
It was its own thing and people loved it.
Right.
Not to mention with the, massive success of, Obsession and the Backrooms, like that indie horror genre, like it is a growing populace right now, and I think people want to see it. I'm a little concerned, and this goes back to just talking about the formula, the way that James Gunn is going about running his DC studios, going from like his biggest IP ever, which is, well, it depends how you want to look at it, but basically Superman. All right, so Superman, absolute success, makes me feel hope again.
Definitely, I loved it.
Yeah, it's just a fantastic movie. And then you go to Supergirl, which is a little bit less known of an IP.
Yes.
But it was, I don't want to say it's riding off the coattails of Superman, but it still had the name. But, Supergirl in of herself is a lesser known character.
Right.
And then his third official movie is going to be Clayface.
Right.
Which I found interesting because I think it's very diverse.
For sure.
But I think it is a gamble that is going to pay off now after seeing the success of the horror genre as of late. I think it's a gamble that's going to pay off.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. And I think the way that they're doing it is interesting. So just a little bit of a synopsis for those who haven't seen it. It follows a character, Matt Hagen. He's basically a celebrity, and he gets horribly disfigured by it says a crime boss in the synopsis, and so he needs cutting-edge treatment to miraculously return him to his former self, which unfortunately and unexpectedly more or less creates him into this monstrosity. So we're kind of looking at like not a typical protagonist, if anything, maybe an antagonist, because as many people know, Clayface is commonly a villain in the Batman universe.
I think he originally debuted in Batman the Animated Series as a villain.
Yeah.
But you can fact check me later, but I'm pretty sure that like scene alone, like that episode alone, I think it won an Emmy for its writing or something crazy like that because of how convoluted and how complex the character of Clayface is.
Yeah.
Because he is, in and of itself, he's not a bad guy to start.
Right.
And I'm curious to see how the movie will tackle that. because he's not a villain. He's a movie star,
Right.
or a movie star of, whatever
Yeah.
you could be in Gotham. Why you choose to live in Gotham, I don't know.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's got to be pretty cheap, but
Right. I mean, you need a way for the audience to connect with the character, especially if he's like the main character,
Yeah,
So it's like,
absolutely.
I mean, I think it's a really cool written character, I guess, just from what I've seen in the trailer, and considering like my only experience with that character before seeing this trailer was like playing Lego Batman and like the Lego minifigure Clayface,
Right, where he's just a
is running
giant.
around.
He's just a giant clay
block. And it's like,
Yeah.
what is this? Like, I heard they were making this, and I'm like, how are they going to semi-ground this in reality?
And all of a sudden, this good-looking movie star dude, and you're like,
And it's
what?
like, wow.
But I think the way that they're going about it is making it. I mean, because in of itself, like Clayface is like terrifying. Like
Right.
that is a terrifying premise.
Definitely. Yeah.
And so leaning into the body horror aspect of it.
yeah.
I
100%.
think it's going to pay off.
Right.
I do. I mean, Christopher Nolan just used, with like,
Mhm.
well, spoiler alert for the Odyssey, y'all should go and see it. But whenever
If you haven't seen it yet, man,
yeah,
Come on.
that's on you.
come on.
But on Cersei's Island, whenever Christopher Nolan dabbled in the body horror
yeah.
of doing the,
When they're,
the
like, sculpting 'em.
transformation of the pigs, yeah,
That was crazy.
and like even the film work to make like the all practical effects. I'm curious to see.
I don't know how they did that.
I have no idea that I've seen videos about it, and it's
And
like
that's crazy.
now I'm not gonna lie to you, viewers at home. I did close my eyes whenever that part happened.
Wow.
I was not about that.
What are you, 22, 23,
21.
21?
A
Question
grown man.
22, by
I'm
the
a grown
way.
man.
You're going to be mad because I bring this up all the time.
Talk to me.
But
Have you seen
I'm going to
Obsession?
compare this. No. You haven't seen it yet.
I know. We've already brought it up.
I'm comparing what I think about is like, I think this genre is starting to kind of allow the audience, to like more or less sympathize with, these villains. Like you saw it in Joker, right? You have this like sympathizing for the villain. And I connect this to, I just got done watching Breaking Bad, and I'm going to call this the Walter White effect.
Are you?
And I'm going to call it that because you're low-key sympathizing with a villain of a character when you're watching Breaking Bad.
Oh
Walter White is not a good dude.
No.
But,
no.
and like his means, while they seem, they seem pure, they seem intentional, they're not good. And they progressively get more, wrong as the show goes on. Not to spoil it. I know you haven't seen that yet either.
Sure.
Crazy.
I know. I'm a failure.
But I think that's interesting because Breaking Bad was very successful for that, and the character development that went into that. Now, given it's a TV show, and then we're talking movies, but
Yeah,
it was very successful.
Yeah.
And I think that's like, it's cool to see that almost like happening in a way here.
I think it's going to be interesting the way that Breaking Bad tackles ethics versus, morals.
Right.
It's like naturally the ethics of what Walter White is doing, like the extenuating, like the external circumstances of what he's doing is he is straight up murdering people.
Right.
And
Among
is
drugs.
and is a drug lord. Both of which are bad. And
Correct.
yet, whenever you look at his intrinsic, like when his morals, like his moral compass that you're going on, and the moral compass that you've seen over the span of how many seasons is it?
5.
5 seasons? Yeah. So you've learned, you've grown, you've mourned with this character. And so like, even though like what he's doing is wrong,
You're invested.
you're invested, you're sympathetic,
Right.
and it causes you to more or less, resonate with the villain.
Right.
Which is not a good thing. But it goes to talk to how complex we are as humans.
Right.
I mean, I firmly believe that there is no, truly good or truly evil. We are all sinners, right? And so nobody can be truly good. I know it's getting more into the religion aspect of it, but, everybody has the most compelling characters are not just your cookie cutter protagonists, like you said.
Right.
And something that I think the MCU did very well is they made
Civil War
tackles
tackles that exact problem. I feel like.
exactly. It makes both of their protagonists flawed to where
Right.
there is literally 2016 Twitter whenever you were Team Cap or
Right.
Team Iron Man.
Exactly.
Both of which are great heroes, and yet they were both flawed in their thinking to where it made you
Right.
could resonate with one or the other.
Right.
Because, we are so complex. And it'll be really interesting to see how Clayface gets this done.
Yeah.
How we resonate him from the start, even if he's like a movie star, like, are we going to
Yeah.
resonate? Like, is he, I don't know much about the character, so I'm going to be curious. Just from what I've seen from the trailer, it seems like he's a nice guy. He has it all. He has money, but he's also still like a solid dude. Like, he's given to philanthropy. He's he's visiting hospitals. Like,
Sure.
he's a great guy
Right.
from what it seems like. And then all of a sudden,
Maybe his identity is formed on, his success and his fame, and when that's taken away, right? What is there left to him, right? Which, like, there's that scene in the original Avengers when Captain America asks Iron Man, like, without the suit, what are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
Exactly right.
and it's one of the greatest lines of all time.
Right,
But
right,
yes,
It's a good point.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then it comes full circle in the very end whenever he doesn't have the suit anymore
Right.
and he's a hero.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it would be really cool to see how they do that and how they tackle identity, because I think that's something that a lot of people are struggling with. And we've always struggled with identity. I mean, everybody
Right.
struggles with their identity, but it's something that a lot of films are starting to tackle.
Definitely.
And I think it speaks to our generation, is that is something that we want to see. We want to resonate ourselves with characters that are struggling with their identities, because we feel
Right.
like we in of ourselves are struggling with identities. I mean, we are young adults.
Right.
This is the most confusing times of our lives, but it's also the most exciting.
Yeah.
We have the world we have the world at our feet.
Right.
So
One more question for us today.
Mm.
What are some genre crossovers in the superhero realm? They don't have to be realistic. Honestly, if they never happen, it's okay. But, like, what would you like to see? What would be fun to see in the future? Because at this point, anything's possible. All right, we're seeing things change.
all right. Well, I'll answer your question with a question. What has been your favorite subgenre of superhero movie that you've seen so far?
Okay.
Is it going to be horror? It's going to be horror, isn't it?
No. No. It's not. Well, not really.
Mhm.
My favorite superhero movie. Okay, it's DC. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Matt Reeves' Batman.
Yeah.
Come
There
on.
you go.
I love it, and I love the fact that it's slow. Everybody hates that. I love that it's slow. I love that it's like a noir thriller vibe,
Yes.
more so than it is just like an action film.
Superhero campy. Right.
So I like that. I was really excited when I heard like it was going to be a much more detective-oriented Batman than we've seen. Not that I don't like the other Batman movies. They're great. But this one, I love it.
Sure.
So I want to see more of that. I think that's really cool. I think that's like my current favorite.
Yeah. I think as we mature, we want to see more mature themes. And I think
Yeah.
we can handle a slower, more noir
Right.
Batman. Maybe more so than my 9-year-old self.
Someone told me today that they thought it was trash. And I almost,
You almost hit him.
no, because I'm a follower of Christ. And I
There you
don't
go.
hit people
Good.
ever.
Sure. But you thought about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You just
Thought
bench
about it.
press him real quick.
Then I turned the other cheek.
Yeah, you did.
So,
Good job. No, I enjoy Matt Reeves' Batman. And I think, like I said, we're
Right.
growing up. So I think we need a little bit more
yes.
depth with our movies.
Yes. Matt Reeves is also producing Clayface, by the way.
Did not know that. I thought it was a different.
Different director.
It is a different
Producer,
director.
though, is Matt Reeves. So
Okay.
he's going to have a little sprinkle in this.
Well, yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
and it'll be interesting to see what canonically, how different the Gotham.
I don't think
is. I don't think it. No, it's not the same.
connected.
But I think Matt Reeves is going to bring in elements from his
Right.
Gotham to make
Right.
this
Which is good.
Gotham different. Yeah,
I like that.
I think so too. I love the world building. I think
Yes.
that's something Okay, so you asked, and it's not exactly a genre, but I love like period pieces. I think they're so fun. I think one of the best things that we've got in recent years, not so much movie wise, because it is a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
It got a little bit overshadowed with the success of Superman, but was Fantastic Four.
Okay.
The first episode.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Mm-hmm.
And what's so cool about it is it's set in like a 1960s, 1970s New York.
Right.
Just that style. They made the the architecture, the cars, the clothing.
Yeah.
This like just that style, just like a period piece. And so I think that's always fun whenever they do that. Captain America: First Avenger, making a 1940s, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Or New
was
Jersey.
super cool.
That was
I love
very
that.
cool.
Yeah.
I think they did a very good job with that. And then like obviously Black Panther, like the way that they were able to show, an African culture in Wakanda and do so
like an ultra
well.
advanced.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
That was really crazy.
and they even did an even better job of it in Black Panther 2 whenever they were showing like the Atlantean culture.
Right.
That's probably one of my favorite aspects. It's not exactly your question, but I do love whenever they.
That is 100% a great answer.
I love whenever we can get out of New York. Now,
Right.
that being said, Spider-Man will always have my heart, and Spider-Man in New York is always the greatest.
And it was
thing
great.
ever.
I
Oh my
loved it.
gosh, it was fantastic.
I
I
love
know.
it.
I'm glad you didn't ask me about that because we would have. I could have talked. About that for quite a bit of time.
I mean, I just think that one really fits. It's it's the standard formula, but it works
Yes.
because it's good. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know what to say.
It's Spider-Man. I mean, there's no other way to say it.
Right. Exactly.
And everybody's talking about like, oh, superhero fatigue.
Right.
Nah, there is no superhero fatigue whenever Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, or Spider-Man are involved.
Exactly.
That is just not possible.
Not possible.
I mean,
I agree.
Yeah, because the people that are going to see these movies will even have kids
Right.
that are, wearing Spider-Man costumes.
Exactly.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But
Dang right.
yeah, no. Love period pieces. I think they're really cool. I would like to see more of that in the future, but I don't know how well we're going to get that. DC would probably be more readily available to do it because they have other characters that they can do, whereas Marvel is probably working its way up to a soft reboot. So I don't know if they would reboot into different universes and different period pieces again. Be pretty hard to do. Be pretty hard to do that.
Right.
Yeah. What do you think's going to happen after Doomsday? Oh, Doomsday and then Secret Wars following.
They're doing the reset, right? I don't know.
I think it's going to be a soft reboot. That's what I'm going to say because Tom Holland will be in that suit until he is 90 years old. He just made them $2 billion.
It's a cash cow.
Yeah.
Tom Holland is the greatest Spider-Man. Fight me.
Okay.
Yeah, fight me.
Honestly,
Fight me.
I agree with you.
Say what you want to say. I'm pretty
he's
sure
been in it the longest, so I feel like he knows it the best.
I think they were all wonderful.
Yeah.
In their individual ways.
For sure.
I watched, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's on DVD set.
Yes. The DVDs.
Up.
That's what I did too.
And then Garfield, I bought the Amazing Spider-Man suit, as a kid.
Right.
And then by the time I was, in middle school, all of a sudden there's this 5'8" king that's playing Spider-Man. I'm like, never mind. That's my guy.
Exactly.
That's my guy.
I feel like he's a little bit more like, I don't know. He's more grounded. I feel like Toby just felt a little bit like.
See, and that is an unpopular opinion because everybody gets onto him for being Iron Man Jr.,
Right.
But when you look at it,
he's doing his own thing now.
Yeah, he's doing his own thing now, which I think is what Spider-Man got back to. And I think that's why it was so successful is because all of the qualms that people had about him being so connected with the Marvel Universe and everything like that, they were able to keep that and also get rid of it completely. They were able to keep his ties to the new Black Widow and Hulk and
John Bernthal's the Punisher.
That's right, dude. I had that on here.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
He was awesome. He was the best part of the movie.
For sure.
He was fantastic. But they have been able to make him Spider-Man again.
Right.
which I think is going to work out well for them. And so they have a grounded Spider-Man that they're able to now build off of because they have him with this backstory of everything that he did from Homecoming to
Civil War even.
Excuse me. Yeah, Civil War.
Yeah.
All the way up to, Brand New Day.
It just brings that movie up just another notch. Just peak.
Oh, it's just so good.
So good, dude.
Oh man, it brought out Ant-Man, who was one of my favorites. Shout out Paul Rudd.
Right.
He's a vampire.
That's right. Before they just
he'll never
torched his franchise.
Yeah, they burned that to the ground. But Ant-Man 1 is still in like my top 10.
Ant-Man 1's great.
It's still in my top 10.
Ant-Man 2's aight. It's okay.
It's fine.
It happened.
It's fine. That was the thing
Ant-Man
that
3,
did happen.
You never speak of it again.
It happened after Avengers Infinity War, and everybody was so mad until the very end when they did the post-credits scene. It was like, oh my gosh, it's all connected. Yeah. It was like, why am I watching Ant-Man in San Francisco right now? I don't care.
Exactly.
And then, they made me care.
Well, great. Thank you for coming on talking about this, man.
I appreciate it.
First pod in the books up top.
Is it? Wow.
Very niche reference.
Yes, it is. Let's hope that
very niche reference.
Indeed.
But which nobody else needs to know.
No, they don't. But let's hope that we set the bar
so incredibly high.
That's right, dude. It's gonna be good.
No other Silver
Great
Pen
episodes
will ever live up to this.
Also, I had this idea when I was sick, and you were sick too, and we're both getting better. So hopefully, it's just gonna go up from here because we're gonna be healthy.
Absolutely,
and we're gonna be. I mean, I don't know if you're probably not gonna be in here.
Hey, but the next time we do another pod, my voice will probably be an octave higher.
Again if we can get him.
Hey, I'm happy to be here, man.
That's right.
I talk.
We'll ask you back on.
Will you?
Yeah.
All right.
By we, I mean me.
Okay.
And the rest of the gang. So,
gang's all here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
So, yeah, we'll see y'all in the next one.
Signing off. Pound it. Noggin. See ya.
See ya.